to embed something, but you can't find an embed code. So for example, I made this flippity game that you saw earlier in the course, and there's no way to share it other than a link. So when I click on this little share down here, it gives me a link and a QR code and things like that, but I want to embed it in Canvas. So sometimes what you can do is you can go to what's called an iFrame generator. So again, I don't know how to write code, but these little guys will do it for me. So if I just Google iFrame generator, this is the one that I use a lot, but if you just um, do iFrame generator, you'll get lots of different ones. So I use this first one simply because I've used it a lot. And you just come here and it's going to give you lots of options. And then I just grab the link of whatever I want to embed. So this is the game that I want to embed. So that means I'm just going to put it right in Canvas. And then, excuse me, I'm going to come over here. And I typically leave all these things alone. And then I just paste in the URL. And so when I look at that, I'm just going to hit preview and it's going to open it in another tab and I can see. So this is what it's going to look like. So I want it to be a little bit bigger. So I can come back here and then I can change up here. I can change the width and the height. So I'm going to change the width. It was 600. I'm going to change it to 900. If I increase that by 3, I try to do the same thing just to keep the proportions. And let's try that one. So this one I like, so I can see everything. So if I like this, this is just a preview, so you can see that it's going to work this way.
And now hidden from student view.
And then if I close that, if I like this, I'm just going to hit generate. And down here, it's going to give me the code. And then I'm just going to hit copy it. And then I can come back over to my page in Canvas. And this is the one I was just using with all those pre-made embed codes. And I'm just going to hit my HTML editor. And then I'm just going to hit return. And I'm just going to paste that in. So now my page has all kinds of fun things on there. So that's how you can make an embed code yourself. Now, sometimes when you do an embed code, you get an error. So let me show you what that looks like. So we saw how flippity worked, and it worked great, but sometimes you're going to get an error. So let me just show you what that error looks like. So I'm just going to refresh my iFrame editor, so it's going to take that web page out. And there's this game that I love using with my kids. And so let's say I want to just embed that right within Canvas. So I'm just going to come up to the top and I'm just going to highlight that and hit Command C. Then I'm going to go over to my iFrame editor and I'm going to hit down here in the URL, I'm going to hit Command V. And I'm just going to hit preview. And what you're going to see is this really sad face. So sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes you're going to see this. And if you see this, it just means that that web page has code within it that doesn't allow it to be embedded. So unfortunately, if you see this, there's no way to embed that site. You may need to just link it, which means kids would have to go outside of Canvas. But if it's something you really like, you can do it that way. So if you get that sad face, there's no real way to work around it within embedding. That means there's code on this page that's not allowing that to happen. So there's no way to get around that. But if you get it like with Flippity, and there are lots of times, just give it a shot and you'll see if it works or not. So that's how you can create your own embed code for things that don't provide it for you. And again, the idea with embedding is to just keep everybody right within Canvas so they don't have to navigate out and about and get lost.